Oh, jeebus. You know what? You know, I'm automatically blaming you for that snafu right there.
Can we get a do-over?
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Take two.
Mutter, sending links, mutter.
So he basically opened the theme song instead of the conversational one.
Yeah.
Both of them were the theme songs instead of the conversational one. You know, all this time, everybody's preparing all of these gimmicks, and you're sending me all this stuff. We're off to a flying start now, aren't we?
Are we actually going to keep this and go from here, or are we going to restart?
We're going to keep going.
We may as well. I mean, besides...
Okay, can we get the right one up so we could get to the gimmick?
All right, well, in that case, let's get the explicit tag in early. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Thank you, Bill O'Reilly. And
again, also, here's your volume warning in advance. It's probably going to happen at some point tonight.
Well, again, the fact that since both of them start at the same point, if you haven't necessarily noticed, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a thing, Mr. Espinoza.
Not yet.
You see what I mean?
All right. Can we
We're resetting for the gimmick. We'll be right back after these brief messages from our sponsors. You know, now would be the perfect time to plug it, get AmazonMusic.com, Eric.
Well, not to mention the fact that since this is going to go up on YouTube, if I can attempt to monetize this, this will be the great time for me to manually insert an ad break.
Do
I need to resend you the link?
I was more thinking.
There it is.
Oh, hey.
Okay, but both of them, this isn't the automatic conversational part. It goes straight into the main theme for both of them, you gigantic goof.
Did I fuck that up?
Derped.
Yes! Why do you think I have been talking like this for the past 3 minutes? My God, it goes from failed grammar to this.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
This is failing as much as a nope, not going there.
I'm keeping a running counter of the F-bombs.
I swear the start
this is
of
the anniversary of the failed.
Okay, that one is the right one.
Look,
I don't know. That's bad on my end because I thought it copy pasted the right link the first time.
You know what? The start of this episode is so bad.
How bad is it?
It's pretty much worthy of going straight into the blank.
Okay.
Wait.
You mean it's worthy of becoming the Jackie Gleason show?
Oh, dear God.
No!
Harry?
Hey, that's bad.
To save our sanity.
That is the standard of bad.
Go right ahead.
It's going into blank. Eric, I believe this would be the perfect time for me to say family show.
Well, I mean, considering as how we already have a wonderful sponsor for tonight, do you really want to go down that road?
Do we have a sponsor? Do we?
I mean, you're the one holding up.
All right. Brian's
suffering from tired blood.
Brian gets a monkey for that one.
Yeah.
That one gets Brian a monkey. Well played, Brian.
All right. Now, if I can do this.
Did we do this right this time? There we go.
Take 2.
Get ready to match the duds. Eric Watkins. Jonathan Nielsen. Harry Broadhurst. And Brian Espinoza. As we play the Big Dud Studded Match Game 22.
Now.
And it's all here on another episode of Life is Like a Game Show.
Man, I got to tell you, when we didn't fuck that up, it came off pretty nice.
Yeah.
And here's the host of Life is Like a Game Show, the W2M Network.
You know, this would have been a perfect time to say that the W2M Twitter is finally working on StreamYard, but
Good evening, afternoon, whenever you... Okay, kill that.
I kill a theme.
Good evening, afternoon, whenever you happen to be listening, and welcome to Life is Like a Game Show, a live presentation tonight on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Well, eventually to YouTube, not live on YouTube, but eventually there. Indeed. As well as all your favorite streaming listening services, iTunes, iHeartRadio. You'll get the full spiel later in the show. I am your host.
Officially calling this a gimmick, by the way, because I feel like intro subject to change.
We're infringing on the original gimmick.
we're also infringing on a potential League to the Max or whatever gimmick, so it works.
I will say this much. Gimmick.
Wait, which gimmick are we infringing on from League?
Who knows? There's so many.
The theme song that we continually discuss that we may or may not have finally gotten right the past few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
That.
I'm your host. I'm the voice of reason, allegedly. My name is Harry.
We need it.
My name is Harry Broadhurst. Joining me as per usual.
Harry Broadhurst will be seen tonight.
Finally!
All right, real quick. Obviously, I missed the last 2 episodes. I apologize, everybody. Some personal issues got in the way. Since I missed last week's tribute, just let me say, what does it say about a person when they live to 99 years old and everybody still thinks they went too soon? Rest in peace, Betty White.
And the other tributes.
As well to Bob Saget and Jay Wolpert.
This year has not started well.
Well,
You know
well,
what?
technically,
Like I said, these things come in threes. We've had our 3. We're done.
technically speaking, Betty was at the end of 2021, but your point is recognized on the bad things happen in threes theory.
Depending on what time zone you're in.
Well, anywho, joining me as per usual, it is the full cast of characters. He is the executive producer. He is the DSDO. He is Eric Watkins.
Also infringing upon a gimmick. No free ads, but what I am consuming is entirely delicious. If a fine establishment like Chipotle would love to be a sponsor, please feel free to reach out. We can make something work.
That was a free ad.
You know, we really should establish an email or, maybe s.garmer@gmail.com.
Nope, he gets the hate mail only.
Only hate mail?
Yeah, it's we'll go marketing at w2mnetwork.com.
We can't be
that as
bought,
an email
but
address?
we sure can be rented.
We should. And that's gimmick infringement as well, Jonathan.
Damn right it is. W2M Network exclusive.
Anyways, he is JTN 2002 on the Tweety box. He is Jonathan Nielsen.
61 years ago.
No.
Mute him. Mute this
We
man.
can
Mute
meet a
this
better
man.
standard than that.
No.
See, that's a problem. I'd have to mute the both of you. That's
No,
how that would work.
I can mute myself. I'm sorry. I should have. But
There you go.
This is garbage.
okay,
was
you know
garbage.
what? I'm feeling generous. We've already made the reference like 6 times because he can't fucking not make the reference. You got 2 good minutes.
Oh, no. You got 4 seconds. That way we won't have to fight about it.
What episode, this date, 1961, Nuff said that show sucked.
Thankfully, Jackie Gleason recovered.
Yes.
Yes.
One
You
of
know a
these,
man's got class when he comes on the following week and he says, "I'm sorry, that was crap," and I admit it.
I believe he called it a bomb in comparison to the H bomb.
Yes.
I read the link that was sent in the group chat. One of these days, Alice, they'll send that tape to the moon. There you go.
One of these days we'll find out what happens to Alec Baldwin. Speaking match game.
There's
We're getting to that one next week.
there's a Jackie Gleason reference for all of you fans out there, all 3 of you that listen to this podcast.
Which we appreciate you very much for doing so across all platforms. Just be sure to follow and subscribe.
I just made Brian choke on his drink. I'm satisfied with that. All right, so we've kind of teased it here. Oh, go ahead and get
Speaking
your
of him,
intro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since we've teased it, yes, this week we are covering Match Game. This is part one of a two-part series on Match Game. This week we are covering exclusively the Match Game that you all know and love. No, we're not talking about Alec Baldwin. Gene Rayburn.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Wow. He looks young as hell in that picture.
Piloted New Year's Eve of 1962.
Are you going to go ahead and run us through the not credible academic resource as far as the runs that Rayburn had with the show, Jonathan?
Yes, we could go ahead and give him the full history with the syndications and the spinoffs and stuff. But
All right.
again, folks, keep in mind
Rayburn only for this episode.
Anything that isn't Rayburn, we're talking about next week.
Although technically speaking, one of the spinoffs is Rayburn, but it's with somebody else.
That man couldn't host his way out of a paper bag. More on that later, though.
Yes, if you're here to hear me talk about the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, that's next week. And so the epically long 9-minute T42.
All right, go ahead, Jonathan, the non-credible academic resource.
All right, Eric, if in the meantime you will pull up the black and white image that was sent, there's the stage for the 62 version of Match Game. You had a celebrity in the middle with two civilian contestants, to steal a line from Rayburn himself. And you get questions like, and the same question go to both teams, all written responses. Name an American inventor other than Edison. This was a question that was used on the pilot. If you got one match, on the pilot it was 10 points. When it got to actual run, they upped it to 25. But if all three match, you got either 20 or 50.
All right, time out. I'm going to pull us away from the...
It's not the format that we know and love.
Oh, wait,
You don't know this show.
No, I don't. But at the same time, it is similar to a currently airing game show, actually. There is a show on GSN called Common Knowledge that is very much done in a similar format.
Also, you cannot gimmick the fridge, the original gimmick originator.
Only if
Two of us can play this game, Watkins.
Only if you cook for my ass if I finally make it down there.
I'm saying, gigantic bottle of Cuervo, we can get fucked up. I'm just saying.
I'm going to run out of fingers and start having to use toes by the end of this episode. I can already see that coming now.
So in the pilot, it was a race to 50 points to play the bonus game. In the actual run of the show, they upped it to 100 because they rescaled everything. Now, bonus game, you're very familiar with. It's an audience match.
I feel like there's an image for this.
No, there isn't.
There's no image. How do we not have an image for the audience match?
That's
I wonder.
So
I blame you. I blame you for this, Wilson.
A lot of historical imagery.
They pulled either 50 or 100 audience members of some other show, and each person on the team is trying to match the single most popular answer given by that audience. Every single match got either 25 or 50 bucks. Again, pilot was lower amount. So if they pulled a clean sweep, that team's winning $450.
Not a bad haul for those days.
For those days, no, because again, we're coming right out of the scandal. More on that in a previous episode. But that show found out about 1965-ish. They were going to get the axe. And they took a page out of the Fuck It book. Add one. You got nothing to lose? Go with the racy clues. They saved themselves from cancellation and lasted until 1969.
Nice.
Giggity.
Oh,
And then they got the
okay.
X. Which brings us
Eric.
to 1973.
So you mentioned nice chunk of change, right? Thanks for this wonderful inflation calculator that I just.
Oh, you ran the numbers.
$50 in 1965 is worth $442.54 today.
There is a awful echo going on, just as a heads up.
I guess we're gonna have to do the microphone muting thing.
We are. So multiply that by 9, and you're talking nearly $4,000 if you did the clean sweep.
Eric, if you'll do me a favor and check the imagery that was sent in the group chat, we can show people what the audience match board would look like if they are unaware.
Well, that is when we get to this main iteration of the show.
Yeah, that's not from the original.
Yeah, this was that. So it wasn't like set up the same way with the tiers or anything.
No.
Mm-mm. So what was it? More like Family Feud Super Buzzer, like where you had to get the top answer.
That one.
The Bullseye Family Feud thing?
Bullseye Family Feud and the Syndication Tiebreaker Family Feud.
Okay, continue. I'm learning along with you guys at home.
Hashtag today I learned.
Hashtag tomorrow I'll forget. Unmute yourself, Nielsen, and continue the non-credible academic resource.
Actually, I think you can hear me from his side.
I can. Very nicely, actually.
Yes, but now you're swapped, so continue.
Okay. So
this microphone is actually more expensive than mine, is supposed to have a particular pickup pattern.
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
I've got multiple audio input sources here.
I'm wondering if that's the problem, if it's capturing the microphone on your headset there.
Well, I just switched from the desk mic that's over to the side to the webcam mic. So maybe that'll fix it. Anyway, regardless of that black and white version was an NBC orientation. Then we moved to CBS in 73 till 79. The familiar orange shag. And the Match Game PM syndicated 75 till 81 weekly, and a daily 79 through 82.
So the ones that air on Buzzer, which ones would those be?
Those would be the 70s here, and also the Match Game PMs potentially.
Well, yeah, no,
TSN and Buzzer combined.
They definitely say Match Game PM when they have the episodes for Match Game PM, but the regular ones that air like Match Game 77 or whatever are from the nighttime or from the daytime syndicated version.
Correct.
Yep. And
okay.
If you just see a Match Game logo without the PM, you're probably talking that other syndication, the later one.
Okay.
Because I know they did a big thing at the end of 79 where they literally just took off the 79 and then they just made it Match Game for those last couple years.
Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me, I need to pull up something.
I feel like he's about to go looking for the video clip of that happening.
No, but I know what he is looking for.
All right. Well, while he looks, let's go ahead and discuss some of the. Obviously, this is the format that most people know when it comes to Match Game. This is the format that the current reiteration sticks to as well. With the 6 celebrities ask 2 questions. The first question's harder than the second question because they want to force a second question. And the object is to match as many of the celebrities and we use the term celebrities in quotation marks in this instance because some of them not so much celebrities. Although
celebrities in their own right.
Although, to be fair, I would argue that this game made celebrities as well for the era.
The thing with Match Game, the thing with Match Game back then, right, is that the celebrities that they had on were actual celebrities in their own right. Like nowadays, Match Game from MGHS onward so the mid 80s onward, was, oh, this is me doing a game show to revitalize my career. Whereas the original Match Game, the people that were on it actually were, bona fide, notable people in their own right.
Are we going to talk about some of the celebrities in this episode that were on?
I mean, if we're doing a deep dive of 70s Match Game, you can't do that without mentioning two very important, actually, well, technically three very important people in Charles Nelson Riley, Richard Dawson, and Brett Summers.
Top center, bottom center, top
left,
right,
top right.
I knew it. Top right. That was Brett Summers' spot.
No, she was top center.
Yeah.
Charles wait, did I have Riley,
those yeah, you had him flip flops.
Charles Nelson Riley was always on the end.
Speaking of flip flop, Bob Barker was on the first week of episodes of Match Game. He was in the top left square. Actually, I believe he was he started in the top left and then he ended up in the bottom center before Dawson was a permanent fixture.
Another famous name to be a regular occurrence on Match Game as well is the dearly departed Betty White.
I don't know if I would call Betty White a regular guest.
Not necessarily.
She was a semi-regular. Like, she was a good go-to when they didn't have anybody lined up.
Like a Fanny Flag?
Yeah, like Fanny Flag. But she wasn't a regular. Like, the only full-timers that...
No, I'm not saying she was on that Charles Nelson, Brett, and Dawson category, but... who was the one brunette that always ended up seated next to Dawson as well?
Fanny Flag?
Was that her?
Pretty sure it was.
The one that always gave the stupidly dumb answers in slot 6?
No, I was thinking slot 4.
No, slot 4 was always a rotating person. Always.
Okay.
There's one.
1 and 4 were guaranteed to be flavor of the week, flavor of the month people.
Randos.
Well, it wasn't really randos. It was they tried to get, the flavor of the week person on.
Yeah. When they had to have someone who was promoting something big at the time, that's when they would be in those slots.
Well, yeah, because I seem to
number 1.
Slot 6 pretty much was the rando slot. Both because of the fact that they gave rando answers, and it was just, legitimately whoever they could get to pick up an episode.
Because I seem to remember slot 1, and my time frame might be off here, because this would have been the era of Good Times, right? Because I seem to specifically remember Jimmy Walker in slot 1 on a couple of occasions.
Yes, he was. You remember correctly, and that's exactly why he was
big.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he was slot 1.
Okay. All right. See, I'm learning just as much as the people listening at home are. I watch the show, but the backstory, the history, and the production, and obviously we'll get more into this as we go further into our deep dive on the show here.
That's why the other 3 of us are here.
As we've talked about before with the format of the show here, I'm more of the casual game show enthusiast, whereas these 3 gentlemen are more of the historians with regards to the game shows. I do think
Fanny Flag is still with us, folks.
I'm not surprised.
She's got to be 80.
90.
77. She was born in 44.
So
really?
Almost 80. She would have been in her mid-30s doing Match Game.
Known for Match Game is number 1. No surprise.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably what brought her the most notoriety. That's for sure. Those dumb answers.
There's something in my head, but no. This might be another night where I show restraint.
Actually, Patricia Neal.
Yes, Harry, that look is very warranted. I told you, this is a different era in 2022 in my realm.
Bring back original volume, Squid. I like that one more. He's more fun.
I mean, again, the one thing that I had a couple weeks ago you might not like, but how can I basically say, you know, my preferences of certain features in certain areas of the fairer sex, if you catch my drift.
Family show. Moving on. Go ahead, Jonathan.
There you go.
So,
Is that
image on the bottom of the chat here, Fanny flag.
current day? Oh, no.
Then
That is not a brunette, sir. Although I do recognize the ginger. Yes, I do
pull it
remember
up.
her.
Pull it up.
What do you think I'm doing? And damn, you were spot on for timing exactly what I was trying to say. I never expected this level of wavelength coming from you, sir.
She has eggs on her tits.
If that's the case, the yoke's on you. Yeah.
Although sometimes a little bit of hand whisking is better than scrambling, if you ask me.
I'm surprised y'all didn't give that to him. I thought that one was pretty good. That one, though, that's family show.
I mean, how many times have we already said fuck tonight? That's our 6th. Do you really expect anything more?
Brett, by the way.
More Fs? Yes, definitely.
I mean, I could always say this. I could always say that one host name that you guys don't like me saying.
Not tonight.
Oh no, it's going to happen tonight, buddy.
You were on a Jackie Gleason kick earlier today. You did this to yourself.
Brett Summers, by the way, July 11th, 1924 till September 15th, 2007.
That's going to be fun explaining that bit next week.
83.
Charles Nelson Riley, born
Dead.
January 13th, 1931.
Yeah, he's dead. I know he's dead.
May 25th, also 2007.
Yep, they were
07
pretty
was
much.
not a good year for match game celebs.
Oh no, they went back to back.
76 for Charles Nelson Riley. 84 for Brett Summers.
83. Good math, though.
I was close.
I got to say, the on-screen chemistry between the two of them, you can't find that on television nowadays.
Chef's kiss.
You can't find that shit on television these days. They were legitimately two best friends that got to do a game show that made dick jokes, but they couldn't make the dick jokes.
But you still knew that they were dick jokes, so you got to laugh anyway.
Yes.
I mean, these two.
Oh my God! I just realized what the subtitle for tonight's episode, Eric, is.
These two were such an item.
How much of an item were they?
You could see them even on game shows into the 2000s. Pull up the GIF.
I'll let him finish his GIF, and then I'll make my statement.
That's all from Hollywood Squares, by the way.
Anyway.
By the way, speaking of dick jokes, we have a classic example of a dick joke from the match game era. Please consult the chat.
Yeah, that whole that latest video that I've been trying to sit on, John, as you can see, your timing is just awful. You even see? This is how stuff works. It's queued up right at the appropriate moment.
Well, yeah, because he has it set to the 2 minute and 1 second mark. Or the 2 minute 21 second mark.
Harry said to the clothing salesman, "Mister, I'd like to buy one sock." And the salesman said, "But sir, you have 2 feet." And Harry said, "It's not for my feet. I'm going to put it on my blank."
Thank you, Buzzer, for keeping the clips going.
Poor Betty White.
Ironically, we get a feature appearance from Betty White here.
I think the audience has got it. May I just take a peek at yours, my dear? Yes, I remember it's my show. Okay.
There's your flavor of the week person that I don't know.
Charles, don't think so hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's from MASH, right?
Yes, Gary Berghoff was from MASH.
You don't speak English at all, do you?
Radar?
Yes.
Yes, it's on
Well,
now. It's all right.
Radar O'Reilly, yes.
What the heck is going on down there?
I loved
Betty,
MASH.
you've got to keep your hands off of me. I know.
Richard Dawson being inappropriate with Betty White, yet another game show tradition.
That's the only fun she gets.
That's right.
Richard Dawson being inappropriate in general.
I mean, it kind of goes without saying, doesn't it?
Clothing salesman, mister, I'd like to buy one sock. The salesman said, but sir, you have 2 feet. And Harry said, it's not for my feet. I'm going to put it on my blank.
Nose.
No.
Now, Harry, why would you go put a sock on your nose?
You leave my nose out of this. It gets cold, okay?
The nose is a good answer. The nose have it. What do you say? You don't say anything, so shut up there. What do you say, Brett?
Would I let you down, Glenda? Would I desert you in your hour of need? Would I not come up with a nose?
Yes, you would. Okay. That's one nose. 2 more noses. Charles?
I'm sorry, Glenda. Put it on the head for a stocking cap.
A stocking cap. That's not bad.
Are you
Yet the
telling
audience boos
Let's see if we
anyways.
advance
It
the
is
score with
bad.
Madeline
Are
Rue.
you telling me the nose knows?
That's what he said. That's what Rayburn said.
4-3. If you give this lady a nose, she ties the score.
What if I gave her a tie? Would she nose the score?
She already knows the score.
Well played, Brett.
What do you say?
I knew this wasn't correct, but I didn't.
I was
want
Betty.
Charles to be the only idiot. I thought it was very noble. Very noble.
It all comes down to Betty White.
You've got to match Betty to stay in the game,
I
Glenda.
guarantee she
It's
has.
right down to the wire with Betty White.
Come on.
A nose cozy would have been. I wish I had thought of that, but a nose cozy, like
A
tea
nose cozy. You're like a tea cozy.
And
That's
they-
a good idea.
They have a lot of thing cozies, but he's a golfer and he wanted it for his putter.
His butter.
Ooh.
I don't know. That's
And as usual, the person in slot 6 comes up with the entirely left field answer.
But I mean, technically, if
To
you
be
think
fair-
about it, it has a head on it anyways.
May
Some
I-
would say more bulbous.
I was just about to say.
They couldn't say it back then.
I was just about to say. I think that was one of the aforementioned hypothetical dick jokes.
A monkey for Betty White?
Betty always gets a monkey. That's
Man,
what-
we are on fire with the fuck ups tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, that one was a classic W2M executive producer exclusive. The
Wait.
spirit of the Twinsy will never die.
what did I miss?
He hit the intro countdown instead of the monkey.
At least, however, I noticed it right away. Unlike somebody else on
Look,
here
look,
tonight.
look. Not my fault. I copied the wrong fucking video.
What is it with you and the wrong things? Copying the wrong video, getting the wrong production company. I mean, picking the wrong theme song. I swear, this is a pattern for you sometimes.
It's not like who the fuck is supposed to know the difference between
Get a fucking word in and get interrupted.
fucking Endemol and fucking Fermental.
I don't know how to show 12 fingers. I'm not a circus freak.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just go ahead and
This
make it
show
a
has gone off the fucking rails.
See, I was gonna make a joke between a regular dozen and a fucking dozen, but you fucked it up. Way to go.
15.
We're at 15 and I'm done counting. Thanks. All right.
From here, let the math guy do it.
All right. Yeah, but I can. I'm running out of fingers and toes over here. This ain't fun.
Ugh.
So here's how the game is actually.
Real quick, Jonathan. Before you actually get us back on track here, Eric. Today's episode. You ready? You know how
Yeah.
we like to. You know how we like to put a. You know how we like to put a title on the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Match Game Deep Dive Part 1: Hypothetical Penis Jokes.
I can make that work.
I don't-
make that work.
I don't think. Well, we can't say hypothetical dick jokes. That'll get us flagged for sure.
Yeah, we can. We're talking about Dickie Dawson.
Quotation marks. Quotation marks.
That was me.
And we got a card throw.
That was me
have
throwing the
succeeded.
card. Yes.
You already got a card.
Yeah, here. I'll even tear it up on camera too, like they used to do on this show.
Sorry. Hold on.
And now he's writing a new card, apparently.
2 contestants, panel of 6 celebrities. Titles of their team.
No more monkeys for you, asshole.
2 rounds to match as many of the 6 as possible. You match them in the first round, you already got credit for them. They can't match them in the second round.
As we just saw with Gary from MASH.
We started off with cards scratched.
Whoever's got the most matches after 2 rounds goes on to the bonus round and the super match. More on
Which
that.
Which is the picture that I sent to Eric.
Tennessee Ernie Ford, by the way.
Tennessee Lee.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Now I want to know the answer.
You say 16 fucks. What do you get? Older, deeper down. There's a reference for it.
All right. He gets a monkey for that one.
That was damn good, actually.
That's monkey worthy.
That was fuck number 16.
And
for once,
Ford as well.
For once, Nielsen actually had good comedic timing.
That was, I must say, that was impressive.
It only took how many shows? It's progress, ladies and gentlemen.
Say you got tie after 2 rounds. Depending on which version match you're talking
Hold on, time out. Man down. Man down. Sound the general alarm. John, turn on the Minecraft. Bang, bang, bang.
I'm good.
More on the GTN Minecraft server later. Yes, that is coming. Anyway. No, not making the joke. I said the word, but I'm not making the joke. No, I'm not.
I muted.
They're both
All right, so I'll mute myself. If you're tied after 2 rounds, depending on which version of match game we're talking about, different things would happen. In this case, you just play a 3rd round. The scores get wiped clean. Everybody's live. 1 round. Most matches wins. If it's still tied, you keep going until it's broken.
Fruit punch, Brian?
Yeah, this is the mark.
Crush fruit punch.
Carbonated?
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't like carbonated fruit punch.
To steal a phrase from another show, the price was right.
Yeah, the price was right. This was 50 cents.
Okay, so worth a shot, but not something you'll probably try again.
I still have 3 more of these in the pantry.
At the price, we'll try it again.
My condolences, sir.
It's not bad, but it's not what I was expecting. That's how to describe it.
Yeah, see, we'll get back on topic here in a second here. Yeah, just I've done the carbonated fruit punch before. It tastes weird.
The Winn-Dixie has a fruit punch check, and that's pretty damn good. I guess that's what I was expecting because I don't know any other fruit punch sodas, but this is not it. It's okay. Like I'll drink it. Like the ones in the pantry will get gone through, but I don't know. I might try it cold. That might be the difference.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't realize you were drinking it warm.
Also, I was on assignment in Atlanta last weekend. I had to deal with Coke drinkers as a Pepsi man myself.
Oh, Lord.
All I'm going to say is one word. Squash.
All right, so
let's squash this conversation.
No, I know.
Get somebody to explain the audience match. Image again, please.
I know what it meant. I'm going to go ahead and let it go, though.
Yeah.
Was this just an image, or is this a still from a video?
That's just a still that was taken from a website.
So we don't know what the audience ranked number 3, number 2, and number 1 answers were.
I'll see if I can find them.
So if you match the 3rd most popular audience answer, you could, by the way, get help from 3 of the 6 celebrities. Or you could say to hell with them and pick something of your own. Rarely has it happened, but it did happen a couple of times. Sometimes it paid out. Most times it did not.
I was going to say, sometimes it did pay out.
I know at least once it did. And everybody was shocked in the whole studio.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember like at least 2 occasions.
If you got the third most popular, it's $100. You got the second most popular, $250. Top one, $500. And then you got to the super match, which was a head-to-head match against early on
against or with. Against or with, sir. Wording.
Head-to-head with a
There you
celebrity
go.
of your choosing.
There you go.
Did I say against? It's
You
been
did.
a long day. I started work at 8 a.m.
By the way, because I still had that wonderful little website open, $5,000 in 1973, the first year of Match Game, is worth $31,396.32 today.
Not too shabby.
Fuck you, Nixon. Yeah, I said it. You ain't your inflation and going to fiat currency off the gold standard. But that's for an episode of Point of Viewer. Maybe.
We keep talking about that off the ground.
Unmute yourself for a moment, Brian. I got to find a clip.
Oh, Lord. Weren't you already finding a clip?
Not to mention, I've already still got one clip on deck that he found from like 15 minutes ago or longer.
Go ahead and roll that, and that'll give us something to talk about while he looks for another clip. Ah, yes, the sign change. Why the hell is he saving the clips? We're talking about the thing. He feds the clip, we roll the clip, not save the clip for, hours later, and then it's like, oh, we're too far away from that subject.
Change our sign to make way for Match Game 79.
Well, this isn't the getting rid of the years.
Nope, but this was the final sign change because as they went from 79 to 80, they just took off 79 and that was it.
While this goes on, the issue that kept happening, there was a very popular celebrity among the 6 that sat in that bottom center slot for a number of years, who kept getting picked for these one-on-one head-to-head matches. Directors and such, like Mark Breslow of Price is Right fame, didn't like this.
The fact that everybody kept going to Richard?
Yeah. So, the next video clip will explain how they fixed that problem.
Are we going to the wheel spin?
Yep, we're going to the star wheel.
Bring on the gimmick.
Bringing on the gimmick.
Eventually.
Game 78. And thank you.
Yay, main game's over. 5-0 speed.
Pick up another $100. And there's our new star wheel. Look at that. Isn't that something?
Funny. I'm pretty sure this is going to give us maybe an idea.
More on that next week.
Fuck this wheel. That's 18.
Yeah, aren't you lucky to be here?
I think that's 19.
No, that's the 19. I stuck one in.
Then fuck, I'll make it 20.
On a single match.
This wheel deserves it.
Now, to begin with, we'll do our regular audience match.
I really did hate this
All right.
fucking deal.
All right.
21 and pause for a second. Gentlemen, write down your answer you think for the $500 audience match.
Have it
Oh,
in
wait.
your-
Look who still has their card. Look who still has their card.
No, even better. Screen names.
Oh, turn your
Okay.
turn your screen name into the $500 answer.
Yes.
We're playing along. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna.
I still got my card. Fuck you.
Guess what,
Even
folks?
though I'm the one who provided this clip for standards and practice purposes, I have not watched this portion of the clip. I just saw it was the premiere of the Star Wheel and sent it out.
We're not a goddamn real game show. We're not subject to 47 USC 509. Get your stick out of your head.
Eric,
Play that clip.
First
Eric-
of all,
No, don't
mention-
play the clip.
If you're going to mention 47 USC 509, we will subject ourselves to that, just like I have subjected myself to 18 USC 2257. More on that at the end of the show. All right? We stick to certain things around here, damn it.
Real quick here. Let's just write down our answers on the card
23?
instead. But
I
Can
think
we-
that's 23.
Anyway,
the host is getting frustrated. All right. Real quick here.
This is why we need you around, brother.
No, because you don't fucking listen to me when I am here.
That's 24.
My statement was going to be is you remember how I said that I wanted to turn this into more of an interactive experience going forward? This would be an example of that.
do we have any audience members?
We're turning ourselves into ABC Interactive TV. I mean,
Un-
AOL Interactive TV.
Unfortunately, since our super fan / pesterer in chief somehow hasn't gotten the memo about the show, we do
Damn
not.
it, Toby.
Exactly.
And Randy's spoken for. I think he's at work today. All right. Play the clip.
I'm okay without it, damn it, Toby.
You're writing down the $500 answer, gentlemen.
Said write down your best answer to this. Hold the blank. If you match the answer they gave us most often, you'll get $500. And if you match their second most popular response, you get $250. And then for matching the third most popular, $100.
All right.
3 of
Pause.
our celebrities will give you a hand.
Gentlemen,
Hold the phone.
hold the phone.
My God. Okay, what do you call a 4-dimensional wavelength? Seriously.
Life is like a game show?
Monkey!
Sine wave in the complex field?
Excuse me momentarily.
Actually,
That was monkey
this
word.
needs something better. We all matched. Dun dun.
That's fair.
Dramatic reverb.
Doggo has it. All right. Play the clip.
All right.
Resume the clip.
Over here. Sing
And
out.
we'll change our names back in the meantime.
Brett,
Hold the phone.
hold the phone.
Richard?
Hold the mayo.
Hold the mail.
Hold the line.
Scully.
Scoey.
Yeah.
Coy Mitchell.
Hold the line.
Hold the line.
The other answer that I just came up
Good
with.
song. Good
Hold the
song.
mail and hold the phone. Now, at this point, you have the option of choosing one of those or giving us one of your own.
I'll say hold the phone.
Hold the phone is what she said.
Again, in the interest of standards and practice, we have not seen this clip before.
Let's begin down at the bottom as usual, and we'll review
At least
the
not this
$100
portion of the
response.
clip.
Hold the onions.
Never. Love onions.
I thought it-
Onions in a lot of cases are
Hold the
very
mail.
good.
Not a fan.
We want hold the phone. May we see the next one, please?
Hold the line.
Hold the phone.
What?
I think in 2022, hold the phone is the $500 answer. But definitely not in 70.
I mean, this is a 70s clip. Keep
Yeah.
this in
Hold the
mind.
line.
No, let's see the top one, please, now. Hold
Okay, so we'd be only playing for $2,500,
Here is the way it is. You won
or we could play it for $5,000, depending on this wheel spin.
Side note, Africa was a better Toto song. Yeah, I said it.
$50.
Africa is the Toto song.
I was going to say, does anybody here disagree with you?
I bless the rains down in
Lucky
Africa.
There might be means to all hell now, but
You stand right
no,
there.
it's so good.
By the way, this is why I flipped the wheel
Our
off.
celebrities' names are on this wheel. We're going to ask you to
True
spin
fans
the
know
wheel
what's about to
see
happen.
which one of our celebrities you'll be playing with.
That's why
If
they
the
actually
wheel
went ahead and they
stops
revamped the
in the
Star
gold
Wheel.
star area, and let me move it.
The
over.
gimmick wheel?
What I mean, did you see the way that
Gimmick
wheel
wheel.
up where it says double up there? If
Gimmick
the
wheel.
stops anywhere in this gold star area.
Eventually, that gold star was 3 small little stars.
That means you'll be playing
Did somebody
Space-
say budget? Yes,
Space
I heard
Equid-
budget.
$1,000.
Yeah,
or
spaced
double the
equidistant in
amount. Ready?
each slice of the
All
wheel.
right. Good luck to you, my dear. Give it a spin. It must make one.
No, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
slowing down, and let's see if you're going to stop at one of the gold star areas. And you just missed it.
The whole gimmick was to stop people picking Richard Dawson. What does the fucking wheel do?
Land on Richard Dawson.
Oh no! Continue the clip.
Okay. Continuing the clip.
Because Gene knows this needs.
Now, wait a minute. No, wait. Hold on.
They're all saying, fuck this shit about
Now, wait a minute. Now, you sit down there. Get back here. Do what I tell you to. I'm going to get my big black.
And of course, Gene has to rally the monkeys.
You know, it would have been funny if Dawson walked by the wheel and spun it himself.
For 2000.
Oh, I gotta find a clip now. Thank you for the inspiration. Get this.
Oh, Jesus!
I mean,
Why? Why, Harry? Why?
One name. Jack Klugman.
Oh, no, not Klugman. Oh, that's a good clip. That's actually a good clip. I know the clip he's about to go for. That actually was a good clip. God damn fucking Klugman. What's that, 26?
26 and a goddamn to add to it. So that's 2 of those because I just added a second right there.
Can we post edit in a counter in the corner or something?
No, sadly, I can't. Yeah, no.
Quit jerking off on camera, Eric. That's not family friendly.
Look.
This is a family show.
I'm sorry. Sometimes a thumb, there's nerve endings up there. It's a little extra.
Game. Forgot to mention, match game PM, they played 3 rounds, not 2.
Not to mention the other alternate tiebreaker to where both contestants give an answer. First celebrity to give that particular answer, bam, you win the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Tiebreakers vary like crazy.
See, that tiebreaker sounds stupid because I feel like there's an obvious answer to most of these questions.
You're not wrong.
And
and also, Match Game PM played 2 super matches.
Well, is that similar to the format of the current match game that was on ABC? We don't know the status of it nowadays, but where they fit 2 episodes into one match game?
No, they just did a double super match.
Yeah, 1 expanded episode, still a half hour, but again, 3 rounds instead of 2, 2 super matches instead of 1.
How are they fitting all of that into a half an hour when they could barely fit the regular format into a half an hour?
Oh, no, they could fit it into half an hour. The reason why it felt like they couldn't fit it all in a half an hour is because they let the banter go on a lot.
Yeah, they let the banter go on a lot. Plus, remember, in 1973, the length of a standard commercial break was 1 minute, 3.5 seconds, as compared to the 2 and 2 we know today. By 75, it was expanded to 1 minute and 5 seconds. And yes, I happen to know those exact numbers because Rayburn himself quoted them going into commercial breaks on multiple occasions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so did Alex Trebek on Classic Concentration. He would mention that we'll be back in 1 minute and 5.
Why couldn't they have just kept it in there? Oh, wait, ad revenue. Mutter.
And they had the Chuck Woolery 2 and 2s.
Because isn't it pretty much standard nowadays for a half an hour show to have like 8 minutes of advertisements?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So that would mean about
30-minute show is in reality 22 to 24 minutes.
Whereas an hour would be about 44 to 46 minutes.
Usually 43.
Let's cut now to a head-to-head match.
Are we going back to the same clip or did that clip end?
Different clip.
Is this the Klugman clip?
This is the Klugman.
Okay. That is not Klugman.
By the way, they spun a doubles. They spun a gold star.
You get
$20K.
$20,000. What do you say?
Well, it referred to Australia as down under.
Blank under was what they were trying to match.
And as you notice in the background, with the second iteration of the Star Wheel.
With the space stars.
Yes, we do see that here.
Audience seems to like that.
It made the doubles a lot less common.
You
That's for
guys
sure.
travel all the time, right?
I said down.
$20,000 win. And wearing a
There's
crew jacket, Jack
Klugman.
Klugman, there he is in the background.
Is he about to break the star wheel?
He spins the wheel. He's hugging people. He's causing all kinds of mayhem. He's kissing whoever that was in slot 6. Hugs the wife who's rushing to the stage. Going out to the audience. Messing with Johnny Olsen.
You know,
Correct.
John, you got to learn to shut up and let the clip play.
Okay, so I have a question.
Wait.
Nope, no waiting. Actual
You have
question.
a question?
Not that kind of question.
Okay.
The name sounds familiar. Original Odd Couple?
And husband of Brett Summers.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing I remember Klugman is that he was married to Brett Summers.
See, I did not. I definitely didn't know about the Married to Brett Summers thing, but I do remember the original Odd Couple, and he looked like Oscar from the original Odd Couple.
Or for others who would know back in those days in a slightly different genre, Quincy MD.
The more you know.
Do. I feel like that's a GIF somewhere.
See? And I plugged a proper NBC show to lead into that. This is the timing we need to get adjusted to, people. Very well done.
All right. I have to step away for a second. I will allow you to continue the show. Go ahead and kill my...
Harry Broadhurst will not be seen for the moment.
Harry Broadhurst will be back after this word from, well, whatever sponsor we decide to come up with.
So in the meantime, let me pull up some Gene Rayburn information here.
As Bob Barker would like to say on The Price is Right, we'll be back after these important messages.
And as you're mentioning him, the other photo that we've been trying to use for a while.
That's him in 1998, Mr. Eugene Rubessa.
Trying to think what nationality is that. Sounds Italian.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for.
Married to Helen Tickner, who you would see paired with him on Tattletales on a few occasions.
Woo!
She passed away in 96. We lost Gene here in 99, late 99. Air Force veteran from World War II, second lieutenant. Starred in radio, WNEW, with Jack Cooley and Dee Finch. Rayburn and Finch was the name of the show. Chart music show, music. Did some Broadway. Bye Bye Birdie when Dick Van Dyke left the production to start in his own show.
Did not know
and
that.
His own stand-in was future match game panelist Charles Nelson Riley.
I swear it all comes full circle.
Original announcer on Steve Allen's Tonight.
Life really is like a game show.
Began a long association at that point with Goodson Todman. Appeared on Robert Q. Lewis's The Name's the Same.
So I got 3 O's and I didn't get my monkey. Come on, Watkins, what the hell?
That's because that wasn't for a monkey. That was for very well executed gimmick infringement. There's a difference.
Bill's Mafia has arrived.
Indeed. I also had to use the restroom.
Also hosted one of the daytime tic-tac-toe interactions, among other shows in that black and white era, before getting to What's My Line to Tell the Truth and his own match game.
Okay, so we're eventually going to get to tic-tac-toe, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's coming.
I don't know that I've ever seen this. How's the Bergeron pilot coming? Have we heard any further updates about this?
No news.
No news, which is good news.
1990, he portrayed himself on SNL.
So, according to the non-academic credible source, it's Croatian.
Croat. Okay.
Oh, so
Got that Eastern European thing going on.
yeah, with the spelling of the last name in those particular letters. Yeah,
He was actually born Eugene Peter Hellenic.
Aha! That's where the Croat comes in.
So I'm guessing Rayburn is a stage name.
He actually originally took
Rubessa,
which was his wife's name. His first wife, Milan.
After the city in Italy.
Hence, and that's where the Italian kicked in.
Actually, hold on.
I would imagine.
So, a show I think we mentioned also before, Card Sharks.
Fan.
1980, they did a game show host week. Gene Rayburn was on there playing for Planned Parenthood.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have to correct myself because I misread something. No, his father died when he was an infant. His mother moved to Chicago. He's originally from a small town called Christopher, Illinois. She met a gentleman named Milan Rubessa. When the two of them got married, Rayburn took the Rubessa last name.
So Rayburn is definitely a stage name.
Rayburn is definitely a stage name, yes.
Okay.
But interesting for 1980, keep this in mind. The reason why Rayburn made that choice of charity, and he explained this when he was on the show. He felt that come the 21st century, looking ahead at that time in 1980, felt it would be more difficult to supply resources such as food if the world population got too high. Which we're dealing with a bit of that potentially today.
Yeah, and again, right at the pretty much going straight into the Reagan era. But again, point of viewer, I digress.
Unfortunately, poor health, suffering from dementia, congestive heart failure at his daughter's home in Gloucester, Mass.
Not to mention, that was actually a very good week for those charities or the game show week of Card Sharks. Every single game show host who played on that week won a minimum of $5,000.
The host played the games pretty well.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they also do a game show host week on Scrabble, which was one of Chuck Rollery's game shows?
A lot of popular game shows had a game show week.
Peter Tomarkin was on that one too, I remember.
The 90s was pretty prolific for its game show weeks.
Bergeron Hollywood Squares did it too. They brought Rod Roddy back to announce that week.
I thought they brought Shadow Stevens to announce that week. Not Rod Roddy.
No, Shadow was, I think, put onto the show. But Shadow was, I think they might have done it twice, perhaps even.
They may have done it twice because I remember one in the Bergeron era where Shadow Stevens had come back. He was doing the same thing he did in the Davidson era, where he was a square and announcing.
You know what I say to that gentleman? You fools!
More on that later.
Oh, yeah. That's going to get an episode probably on its own.
So, we heard one of the gimmicks of the show, but the how blank is it?
I have a thing for you folks.
Dumb Donnie is so dumb.
No!
How dumb what?
Dumb
Dora was so dumb.
It was Dumb Dora and Dumb Donald.
Donald, Donnie, same difference.
Anyway.
Not according to some people.
Dumb Dora was so dumb.
How dumb was
no.
she?
If you steal what I think you're about to steal, I'm going to come over here and it will be violence.
She thought the blank won the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
The Jets.
The Jaguars.
Yeah.
Now, for something in the more salacious side, and yes, this was an actual question.
Hypothetical dick jokes again?
Close. Dumb Dora was so dumb.
How dumb was she?
She was the only girl in kindergarten with blank.
Actual question. That was an actual one from the show.
And it's gone right over Broadhurst's head.
No,
Watkins has it. Like Watkins knows it. I
got through like 3.
I've seen it before, but I've got my own. I got my next point.
Hold on. I'm writing my answer down.
I'm just trying to keep my next point to bring up in mind.
The fuck is that say?
Tutor.
Oh, Tutor. No.
Oh, jeez.
Cue the famous flag image.
Look.
2 eggs. So you set up.
No.
Look, the fine folks at Rick's TNT LLC appreciate your answer, Harry, but no.
You also had such characters as Old Man Periwinkle. Oh, back in my day, I could still remember when the blank could win a Super Bowl. There's your New York Jets answer.
That's low-hanging fruit.
No, the Jaguars would have been low-hanging fruit for that first answer. Even I know that. Come on now.
Now, you're probably wondering, how the funniness, right? Like, you can't not be that funny and say some of the shit that they said on that show without being under the influence of something.
Oh, they were definitely on the heavy shit on the panels on that show.
You could tell when they taped after dinner.
Yeah,
after dinner, nothing. After dinner, nothing. That wasn't water in those glasses.
No.
Yeah, no. Not water in the
Granted,
glasses.
they, unlike somebody on this show, actually had the foresight to pace themselves on air.
Help control the game show winnings amount. Keep your panelists plastered and smashed.
That was not the Life is Like a Game
Oh no,
show.
they still do that.
Kickoff.
They still do that on. They do that on pretty much every match game version.
We recreate the show.
Hell, yeah, when we do match game Hollywood Squares, we
sauce them all.
We entice our celebrities with free booze.
In words of Homestar Runner, apply wibwawee.
That sounded like a speech impediment.
Man,
I was questioning the Homestar Runner. Some folks say he's a terrific athlete.
Oh man, opportunity like that, I would be so cross-faded. It would be beautiful.
Yes, no, it wasn't required for you to be sauced out of your gills.
It was just encouraged
on the show.
Heavily.
It was
a lot of arm twisting.
It was definitely a hey, look, we got the good shit, and we're giving it to you for free.
We're not saying
as much as you can drink.
We're not saying you have to get fucked up, but if you want to get fucked up, the opportunity is available
for you to get fucked up.
By the way, if you're going to go that route, there are legal ages for doing so. 18 means 18. 21 means 21.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hold the phone. Did he just infringe on my gimmick?
I got to give him a 6 for that one. Yes, he did.
More importantly, where is it legal to drink at 18?
It was back in those days.
In those days, yeah.
They didn't change the drinking age to 21.
Hey, I do just refer to drinking. There's some other.
I mean, yeah, you can get married. You can get married in West Virginia at 16. So what the fuck do we know?
Hey, there's stuff that have been legalized in some states of this country too. If you're going to go more the Alec Baldwin era of jokes.
I mean, you can also gamble, and if you're going to gamble, we prefer that you go with the unofficial W2M net gambling platform of choice. Hashtag bet off Nevada. 21 weeks, 21. God damn it! You can't infringe my fucking gimmick.
Brian, how much of my shtick have you stolen over these first dozen episodes?
A lot. Hey, when you're not here,
Literally, how much have I stolen of yours? Viewer infringes on Watkins infringes on you more than I do.
He ain't lying.
Watkins has permission to do so.
I don't really infringe on you. I infringe on Watkins. I infringe on Nielsen. I don't really infringe on you. You're the butt of the Harry Broadhurst will not be seen tonight, but that's just a given.
Well,
why do you get us back on track?
Some of us have learned to infringe with consent because consent is sexy, okay? That's exactly how things work.
I think the only thing I've probably stolen is the thing that I'm about to say right now. Family show!
I'm used to it at this point. Everybody steals my shtick. And if there's one thing you'll know about me, it's that I'm full of shtick. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I mean, it do be facts, though.
You son of a bitch.
Some more facts we lay down on you.
Look, you want to talk about me infringing on your shit? I'm going to start infringing on your shit.
Mute this man! Yeah, that's my gimmick.
Yeah, fuck you. There's 30.
31.
Now, see, this will be a handy Baskin and Robbins spot with all the different flavors.
You do realize, Eric, that tonight's episode of Life is Like a Game Show is brought to you by alcohol poisoning for taking a shot every time one of us said fuck.
Why do you why do you think I haven't even touched anything that's in the refrigerator? Do you want me to pull a repeat of all those weeks ago?
Can I get a fucking word in finally? There's 33.
No.
Did somebody mention alcohol?
Now, granted, if you were talking about other substances where it's highly encouraged,
look, a convenient bottle of orange juice. Maybe I'll make a screwdriver.
And if you were talking about other substances where you should also be highly encouraged to imbibe of, if you're, at 21, hey, 32 hits is good, just not every day.
I think we hit 33 there.
That's not what he was referring to, but go ahead with your
Anyway, some other names
subject to change.
Some other names of this era of match game you should be aware of.
I'm running out of
Ira Scutch. Familiar name for Price is Right fans.
Ira Scutch can go suck 11.
Mark Breslow.
Producer?
Yes.
Producer and director. Johnny Olson.
Announcer.
Gene Wood.
See,
another announcer. Yeah, they worked through 2 on this show.
Here's the thing that you're mentioning some. Okay, what do all of those names have in common?
Goodson Todman.
Yes, Match Game was a Goodson Todman show,
which explains why it's on buzzer in repeat.
And if I'm correct, this was Goodson Todman's first show.
No, not by a mile.
No.
You want their first show? You're going back like, what's my line here in 1950, man? Shame.
Well, first show that actually
Go ahead, keep digging.
You're very close to a 4-second warning. Say your next one.
Okay, I will give you the beat the clock lasted a long ass time, right? But if you're talking about quintessential Goodman Todman shows,
Goodson Todman.
That's what I said.
Okay, you actually
Goodman
perfectly gave me a
Harry.
Thank you. The match game from the black and white era, 1,760 episodes.
Not infringed that time. I feel special. Go ahead, continue.
Match game 70 blah.
70 blah.
1,455. Match game PM 230. And the 79 to 82 Cindy 525.
So how many total is that? Quick math.
Calculator app.
Repeat the numbers again. Let me try to do this in my head.
Okay. 1,760.
Okay.
1455.
1,760, 1450.
Okay.
3215.
Yep.
230.
3445.
Ding.
525.
3970.
Ding.
30. A very easy amount to win on the price on Press Your Luck. More on that later.
I did it.
470. Giggity.
And if you want help with your math skills, make sure you contact Rick's TNT LLC.
Services available virtually nationwide.
Ding.
Also, shout out to the creator of Match Game, Frank Wayne.
All right.
Talk about some other names like Randall Neese, Beth McCarthy Miller, Ron DeMarais, Ross Schaefer, Alex Baldwin, Paul Bolin, Steve French, and
You
go ahead, damn it.
You might want to take. Oh, he did take his headphones off. Okay, here we go. Volume warning, folks.
Michael Vargas!
It wasn't that loud.
I really didn't go full out. Next week, I'm going full tilt.
Oh, God.
If we get complaints from our apartment neighbors, it's all your fault, damn it.
Full send.
They can go ahead and also send their hate mail to s.email.com.
So wait a minute.
No.
Time out.
He gets the monkey for that one. Give him his fucking monkey. That was 2 fucks there, so you might want to add that.
And the third one you just came back with too.
No, I was including that one.
No, because you said it twice before we went to the monkey.
Oh, well then, yeah. So that's
approximately 40. Good enough.
Ish. Yeah. At this point, we're putting the tilde in the exclamation or the
approximately equal to.
Yeah. Watkins. Seriously, Nielsen respected the gimmick and you didn't. Really?
I can steal him and I can set up for him.
I told you there's progress.
I am moderately disappointed in you.
I got one more fact.
Not enough to be super disappointed, but enough to be moderately. Go ahead.
2013 TV Guide. Top 60 greatest game shows ever.
Because that number, because that arbitrary number makes fucking sense.
Where did they rank it? Let's play some higher or lower. Eric?
12.
Higher, Harry?
3rd.
Lower, Brian?
5.
Higher, I'll give it to you, 4.
I went over.
I was going to say, you can't really...
at that point, it's a giveaway. So.
4.
Price is Right rules say I lose. I went too high.
Nominated twice for Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Game Show, 76 and 77.
Rayburn ever win an Emmy as host?
I don't know.
I don't believe so, no.
Actually,
nothing about awards on his non-academic credible source page.
That man got robbed.
The show was nominated for 2 daytime Emmys, but did not win.
Well, then Rayburn got robbed if he doesn't have a daytime Emmy as best host of a game show.
He did get a Lifetime Achievement Award like a month before he died.
Yep, he did get that in 98.
So, out of curiosity now, because it's going to bother me if I don't find out, the 2 years that it was nominated, what show did win? Feel like Monty Hall and Let's Make a Deal.
And that was early on in the
Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show, 1970s.
There's got to be a Wikipedia page for this.
Yep, 76 $20,000 pyramid, and 77 stolen by a panelist. Family Feud.
Wow, and that was like Family Feud's only second season? Because then it started.
Bam, out of the gate. Yeah.
So that would be Dick Clark and Richard Dawson, respectfully.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Pair of
mean,
dick jokes right there.
you're not wrong. What a couple of Richards.
Not to mention, this was also early in the Daytime Emmy Awards era because their first awards were 74.
All right. Good call. I can verify that it's links them on the page. Eric, I'm going to give you a bonus question.
Okay.
Who won in 74? I knew he was going to ask that.
Oh, yeah, not like Nielsen's unpredictable at all. Oh, no.
I know it was very early on in its tenure, but I'm trying to think of what other shows in 74 that would have won it. It wasn't $10,000 Pyramid because that literally had just started May 6th.
Not even nominated. There were 3 nominations.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It couldn't have won because literally the first episode of that show was only a couple of weeks before the ceremony. I'm going to take a stab and say since it was 3rd season in, the new Price is Right.
Not even nominated.
Wow.
No CBS show is on the list.
Really?
I'm going to go with...
it's 2 NBCs and an ABC. Continue.
I will throw out... Hold on. I'm not as much of a historian as you guys are, so I'm guessing here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Beat the Clock.
Not on the list.
To tell the
Brian?
truth.
I
pass. Eric?
To tell the truth.
Not on the list.
Wow.
What are we? What?
Harry Taff.
Question because I'm like
the 3 game shows. Not the 3
Daytime
game,
Emmy.
The
Outstanding Game Show. First year it was out in 74.
3 nominees.
Password.
That's your winner. Your nominees: Hollywood Squares and the Art Fleming Jeopardy.
Sorry, I was like half distracted. I'm like,
Password out of the blue.
Especially for 74.
Yeah, that's the ABC password. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Of course, on that note, he's out of here because he hates that theme song.
Did he really leave, or did he?
He's
probably had to step away for a moment.
How to Piss Off Lutkins and 4 musical bars.
There was also in 1998 a 25th anniversary, bringing back together a lot of the people that were on the show. I think that clip is also on YouTube. Definitely worth checking out.
Would that have been like a GSN special?
GSN or some network. GSN did exist then, so it could have been one of their originals.
What year was it?
98.
Yeah, that's probably a GSN thing. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Match Game PM was a weekly syndication, and that 798 was a daily syndication.
All right, so do we have anything else to add to the Rayburn era?
He hosted the Match Game part of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, but that's not a topic tonight.
We're going to get to that. I was just about to say, we'll cover the rest of the Match Game run, including the current Alec Baldwin version and the newest updates in the Alec Baldwin case next week here on Life is Like a Game Show. I hope Eric comes back soon so we can do our outro.
Well, we could probably start the outro sequence here.
He probably can still hear us unless he got pulled away by Mama Watkins.
I could still hear those last bits, and yes, I'm back just in time for said outro.
All right.
Do we have anything? I mean, I'm trying to think. We pretty much covered it all, right? Like,
yep.
We talked about Brad Summers. We talked about Charles Nelson Riley. We talked about the Star.
Oh, there is one panelist that really should get a mention.
Twitter handle.
The opposite of pro is con, much is clear to see. If progress
No, stop. This is the one fucking time
42-ish
that we can actually play that clip in actual fully correct context, and you're going to stand there and disparage that clip by quoting it?
Sitting there sitting there.
Because
fairly
this
accurate.
man misquoted it last time.
Okay, but again, I owned up to that, and we
Somebody
also had
find
it
the
done.
Somebody find the clip.
Nipsey Russell. I'll find it while we talk outros. JTN 2002. Twitch
Well,
and
hold on.
Twitter.
We got to set up some stuff because we didn't really set it up at the beginning. Because you're probably wondering, at least those of you at home who are actually listening to or watching, because we are live on YouTube, Twitch. Twitter,
Well,
We're not live
etc.
on YouTube.
Oh, whatever.
we'll talk about all of the audio and video places.
We're live when people watch this on the VOD, so to them it's live.
It's still live to them, Eric.
Don't you mean it's still live to them, damn it?
Oh my God, Rocky just caught me on my own clip. That son of a bitch!
Anyways,
You get this, I get this.
for those of you out there in viewership, listenership land, wondering why are we talking about Match Game randomly out of nowhere at the end of January, right? And what happened to the Price is Right deep dive?
Yeah, about
And what happened? What we had a schedule. Where's the schedule? You know, what are we doing with the schedule, right? I think we should take a couple of moments and talk about the new schedule.
I concur.
Why? Because we're not going to stick to it anyway.
Oh, the hell we will.
All right, go ahead, Brian, since you guys put it together. I had no part in the schedule making, so I got nothing to do with this.
I think you'll like the schedule. Don't worry.
I saw the schedule. I approve of it. I just had nothing to do with the setting up of.
This
said
is what
schedule.
happens when you're on assignment.
It does happen. I was on assignment. Intrusive. Real quick, intrusive apartment complexes aside.
Yes. It is an internal goal of us here at Life is Like a Game Show to cover one of the greatest game show events. We'll call it. I think we can call that an event.
Yeah, we call it a mashup.
Yeah, mashup event, whatever. Game show marathon. Very, very short. 1 month limited run thing. Hosted by Ricky Lake. 2006, I believe it was.
06, yep.
We want to talk about that at some point here on the network. But we've decided it wouldn't be right to talk about Game Show Marathon if we didn't first talk about all of the shows that were done within Game Show Marathon.
Now I have to look up Game Show Marathon.
And we've done a few of them already.
So far, we have done To Tell the Truth. Actually, no, sorry. We have done Beat the Clock. Thank you. We've done Beat the Clock and The Price is Right. That's it.
And now, Match Game.
We are talking about Match Game this week and next week. I have a quick aside after we finish this thing as well, but actually, I'm going to talk about it now. We're doing Match Game first because we are introducing the Star Wheel. You saw the Star Wheel earlier in the show. We talked about it. We are to come back to what JT said earlier about more on that later. This is now later.
You stole my gimmick.
Yes, I do that. Apparently, according to Broadhurst, I'm very good at it.
Get used to it on this network.
Yeah.
We will be using the Star Wheel to pick game shows and things in the future as the podcast goes on. We may do this either to form a Twitter poll in lieu of a Twitter poll. We don't fucking know, but it's something that we will be introducing.
All of that depends on you, the fair listeners and viewers.
Notably, we will be using it for next month's content. 3 out of the 4 of us have chosen a dating game. I have chosen baggage. Nielsen chose Tattletales.
Tattletales.
Watkins chose the Newlywed Game. Harry, pick a game show in that dating zone.
Give me a little bit of time to think about it.
The dating game is open. We're just saying.
I hated that show.
Fair.
Do we got baggage?
I got baggage.
I hated baggage too, for the record.
I like it only because it allows Jerry Springer to be claimed as a game show host.
Jerry.
I actually did that a few times during when I watched that, to be honest with you.
You also have a love connection.
Love connection. Chuck Woolery is available.
I mean, granted, this is the month of your birth we're talking about, Harry. And you happen to have extra skin in the game, if you know what I mean. So,
Hi-oh.
That would be the weekend after my birthday. Never mind.
But look, I did find the Nipsey Russell clip in the meantime.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I found it.
Yeah, so next month we're going to be using the Star Wheel. Between our 4 picks, when Broadhurst figures out which one he wants to throw in, and each week we will be doing a deep dive on that show. So February is the dating month. March, hoping and assuming that Broadhurst's schedule realigns and we don't have him on assignment for half the month again, we are going to reattempt the Price is Right deep dive as we had it set for this month. So the first week will be the introduction, Price is Right of popular culture, and the 56 version. The second week will be Bob Barker. The third week will be Drew Carey. And then the last week will be international syndicated primetime specials and anything else we missed.
all of the extra gubbins for all of you Colonel Failure fans.
Gubbins.
In April, we will be tackling 1 week. Just first, we don't know when specifically. These are subject to change, but April is going to be Let's Make a Deal, which is also one of the Game Show Marathon. These are all Game Show Marathon.
We're running out the marathon run here.
Yeah. Outside of February, these are all Game Show Marathon components. Card Sharks, and then we'll be doing 2-week special on Family Feud. The first week is just going to be Dawson. The second week is going to be
every other host.
You know what?
And Steve Harvey somewhere in all that mess.
I'm gonna throw you guys a curveball.
Let me finish the schedule and then see if that curveball will fit.
No, in the month of February.
Okay.
Singled Out.
Is it a dating game?
All Out.
From MTV.
Is it a dating game?
Yes, I have seen this show. I approve.
If it's a dating game, I'll approve.
There's your slot filled.
I'm going to have to go back and watch a couple episodes on YouTube. But
you're good at.
You need to go into. Hey Watkins, can you go into Discord now and edit the thing so we don't forget it or lose it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Even though, also Nipsey Russell did this poem on.
Hold on, we're not done yet.
The clip you're going to see is from Password Plus. Just as a heads up there.
So the other idea that real quick, the other idea that I had was a limit date, but I figure, You
made the right choice.
I feel Singled Out would be the funnier of the two options.
MTV needs to get more love for its shows also.
Remote Control was excellent.
Yeah, back when MTV was actually legitimate and not the ass that it is now.
You mean back when MTV actually played music videos?
All right, folks, I got 2 freaking more things to let's thank you.
Go ahead.
All right.
But seriously,
May. For those of you who are huge game show fanatics will understand why we have selected to do this in May.
Brace yourselves for this one.
Sweeps month?
No.
Oh.
Press your luck month. Yes, month. You heard that correctly.
We've got enough to talk about with this show. You remember the brackets? Yeah, we did touch the tip of that iceberg.
For a
Press your
reason.
luck will be a full month-long episode or series. We are starting week 1 with Second Chance and Whammy.
May the 5th.
May the predictor, the bookends,
The
of Press Your Luck.
predecessor and
Yeah.
successor. Numbers 1 and 3 in the run.
Week number 2, we are talking
Peter to Mark.
Press Your Luck, Peter to Markin.
May the 12th.
Third week of May.
May 19th, the anniversary.
We are talking about the one, the only, $110,000.
$237 of cash and prizes.
Mr. Michael Larson. An unemployed ice cream truck driver from where?
Lebanon, Ohio.
Fun fact, actually born in Youngstown.
And died in Apopka, Florida.
Throat cancer.
When we
pretty much halfway between both Jonathan and Eric.
The reason I found out about the Youngstown thing is because when you guys brought it up in the greatest game show ever bracket tournament, I looked him up on there because I didn't remember this specific scenario.
Paul Michael Larson. Yep.
And I found out born in Youngstown, Ohio, where I currently reside.
We will be spending the entire episode just on Larson. And if you're out there thinking, for those of you who may not be as game show fanatical as we are,
so
how the hell can you do an entire episode on one person?
One person, one contestant, one episode appearance. And then the week after that, we talk Elizabeth Banks.
No,
just
well,
go
the
Google
reason
Larson.
that
Just Google him.
and again,
There's enough there that he'd trust me. The man had a very interesting life.
let me tell you something. Anytime like Game Show Network does a whole ass documentary about this,
their
there's
first documentary
material.
ever.
I still need to watch this. I still need to watch that.
There's been, I think, like 4 documentaries done on Michael Larson.
Yeah. So
'Cause I know I've watched at least 3.
And yeah, that one, we are going to warn you right now. Get a snack, get a drink, get whatever. That could easily be a couple hours. You have been warned.
I'm just saying, if that episode has the potential to break the point of viewer record.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long one.
Harry, before we do that episode, you got homework.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got until May, but
yeah, so you
it's a
got
long-term assignment.
Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah,
doable.
And then the last week of May, we will be talking about the current iteration of Press Your Luck, hosted by Elizabeth Banks with the new format. And yes, I call it new format.
Wait.
Hold on. Harry's
Ron
time out.
doesn't seem to like the idea of us having a 5-hour episode on one man.
Big Bucks, the Press Your Luck scandal.
Yes.
That's part 1 of your homework.
Yeah.
That's the GSN documentary?
Yep.
That's the GSN documentary, yes.
I just found it on YouTube. 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 51 seconds.
In that case, you're probably interleaved with the entire episode as well. So you'll knock out 2 birds with 1 video.
Yeah. I'd recommend watching the episode standalone. It is uploaded on YouTube through Buzzer.
Episode 188 and 188A.
I would watch the whole episode first before you watch the documentary.
Yeah.
Press Your Luck, Michael Larson, parts 1 and 2, full credits, 45 minutes, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That works.
Probably from Buzzer.
Now, if you want to go extended length, pull episode 187, the predecessor, as your setup.
Hold on. I just saw something else
your
here.
palette with a normal episode before you enter Crazy Town.
All right, let me ask you guys a question here. I just saw another one on here that says Press Your Luck, the complete Michael Larson saga.
I believe that's the other documentary I've watched. Yeah.
2 hours, 26 minutes, 8 seconds.
Yep, that's the other one.
That's the other
That's
one.
part 3 of your homework.
Yo,
So basically,
fuck.
you're so no. Well, again, so
You got
you've got
4 months.
episode 187, 188, 188A, the GSN documentary, and the other documentary. Within 4 months, you can get it done.
What if
then-
what if I told you I just found the Buzzer documentary as well?
Buzzer did it. I think that's the third one. Yeah.
The most shocking game show contestant in history, 42 minutes, 32 seconds.
Oh, that's not so much a documentary. I think they repurposed the. Wait a minute. Is that the TV Land documentary? That might be the TV Land. No, there's a TV Land documentary.
I have to give credit where credit is due. There is a video on here from Game Show Videos, which is a YouTube channel that I've used many times before. There's a documentary on there from there. They call it Grand Larceny. That is some fantastic wordplay.
Kudos to your title writer.
Yeah, no, I recommend the GSN documentary and the TV Land documentary.
Just send the stuff. Send the specifics to me in the group chats because
we'll have it in the Discord for sure.
But anyway,
back to the
last
Discord.
part actually,
gentlemen, we're not trying to turn this into Michael Larson light.
Mute this man. The last part you want to add is actually not an episode of Press Your Luck, but an episode of Whammy, the all new Press Your Luck.
I know why. Why.
Go ahead. I set you up. Go ahead for it.
It was his brother, correct? Because this was after he passed away.
Yeah.
His
James
brother.
Larson.
Yes, because they brought all 3 contestants back on an episode of Whammy. But again, Michael had already passed away. They brought James on in his place.
Season 2 premiere.
Yeah. All I'm going to say.
They brought everybody back for that one.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. They brought everybody back for that one.
Yes.
Oh, is this the episode that Peter Tomarken makes a guest appearance on?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm not going to spoil the rest.
There was a clip. There was a clip there that says Peter Tomarken appears on Whammy in the YouTube.
That's the one.
Yeah. Watch the whole episode. Trust us.
Anyways, like I said, after Larson, we're talking the new format with Elizabeth Banks, because yes, I'm calling it a new format.
It's got a bonus round. It's a new format.
Bonus game, new format. It's a little difficult to argue on that one. And then in June, that's it. We've covered all of the components. The month of June will be Game Show Marathon.
During my birth month.
Be prepared for lots of Leslie Nielsen jokes.
And my namesake, Leslie Nielsen, no relation.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
You have been listening to Life is Like a Game Show, a presentation of the W2M Network online at W2Mnet.com. In addition, you can find us on all of your favorite podcast listening resources: iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, CastBox. Hey, Brian, guess what?
Our review is on Spotify.
And on YouTube, please. In addition, you can find us in video format on YouTube.
Discord is here.
That too. You can find us in video format on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Links available in the description of the episode that you are presently listening to. Otherwise, check out the Discord channel. It'll have all of the specific links there. For us individually, however, Brian, where can people find you online?
They can find me here on the network on League to the Max or whatever, Monday nights. LCS Pro Play across the globe has officially started. So we actually have stuff to talk about. And I don't have to do Betty White filler episodes, although, rest in peace, Betty White.
So you mean it'll actually be League to the Max and less whatever?
Yeah, believe it or not. And you can always find me on Twitter at the Andesian.
JTN, where can people find you online?
You see that JTN 2002 down there? That'll work for Twitch and Twitter. If you want to do an Instagram, you got to add an NY to the end. My name got stolen by somebody else. But you can only find me here on the W2M Network right here on this podcast because that kickoff special for the playoffs, yeah, that's a one-time only deal.
No. Stop
Don't
lying.
forget we got the clip coming.
Stop lying to the viewers, Nielsen. They can also find you as the wannabe disembodied voice on League to the Max or whatever.
When my work schedule conveniently lines up with the taping of that show.
The kickoff will hopefully return next season. We're hoping.
Well, there is collaboration with our good friends at the R&R Sports Report. They've approached us with the project. We're hammering things out, especially for the first round. I am leaning towards a yes, but a lot of things have to fall into place. I will say that.
I have not heard anything about this.
Oh, there's also one announcement of something that'll happen on this network in exactly 1 month.
I'm
I'll let
actually
somebody else handle that.
Well, of course. So, whereas you can find me, as you can see for those watching below,
I was getting to that.
But for those of you who prefer your podcast orally,
Giggity.
for those of you who like to take your podcast orally, because remember, we are also on Overcast. And yes, that was a giggity.
All right, go ahead, Eric. Where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at Squid Sportshead. You can also find the network on Twitter at W2M Lilags, Lilags.
Well, that's the show.
Yes. And as far as for myself, you can find myself. Soccer to the Max is set to return Monday the 24th as a regular show ahead of the latest World Cup qualifying window for the U.S. men's national team. The kickoff, as it's been presented, a collaboration with the first round of the NFL draft with R&R Sports Report. More details off air, Harry. And for the big announcement, if you happen to be watching us live January 20th, number one, again, thank you. Follow, subscribe, ring the bell, etc. We can
Rate us.
use it.
Rate us on Spotify.
Well, if you're listening, that's for I'm specifically watching, yada, yada. For your listening, yes, by all means, rate us on Spotify, and we're also available on Overcast as well. 5 stars, no pressure. You know you love us. 1 month from today.
What other podcast says fuck 50 times in an episode?
Fuck if I know. Anyway.
Fuck it.
Again, 1 month from today, we will be doing a crossover. Another super show, if you will. As Mark Radulich himself has invited us to be part of a special guest jury, all 4 of us, as the movie quiz show will be put on trial.
So what you're saying, Eric, is damn us, Hollywood?
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. February 20th, we're working out a time slot preliminarily, 11 p.m. Eastern. More details will be released on Twitter and Discord as developments allow.
To steal a phrase from a good personal friend of at least 3 of us here, Peter Stolmeyer, it will be one big damn game show.
February 20th is a Sunday. You guys are in luck. The pay-per-view for the WWE is the Saturday night before. I will be free.
Yes.
Look, I intend to be there. It depends on my new work schedule because I start January 31st.
All right.
So I don't have a morning class in February.
So if I don't have to be up at the ass crack of dawn that Monday morning, I will be there.
Speaking of the Radulich and Broadcasting Network, segue!
I thought we just did the outro.
The Insiders return. I'm plugging my shit now, thank you.
I mean, wait a minute. Technically, isn't that the job of a special someone else?
Okay, that's fair. Monkey. God damn it, Watkins. All right, anyways.
I was going to say, I got to be missing something here.
Inside joke is inside. Anyway.
The Indie-Siders with myself and Mark Radulich returns the day after the Royal Rumble, January 30th, as we cover the World on GCW and ICW No Holds Barred Volume 21, a pair of, well, one's a deathmatch show. The other is GCW, which is traditionally a deathmatch company, but they're in the state of New York, which has an athletic commission, so don't expect death matches on that show. But it is shaping up to be the single biggest show in Game Changer wrestling history. That'll be on the Indie-Siders. Eric, are we going to make it official? Do you want to discuss BW, or do you want to save that for when we have a chance to discuss it a little bit more thoroughly?
Let's discuss that more thoroughly. We got to make sure some things are confirmed. You know, little tidbits in the works.
The hope is to bring the kickoff back for next season. If it does not work out, there is an alternative plan already in the works.
Expect a lot more cricket talk if that's the case.
We do send our best to Kennedy Eddings, as well as her son Leo. Guys, our thoughts are with you. We're sending you nothing but the best. Big hugs. In addition, you can also find me on all of your social medias at the address you see listed there: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Mine wasn't stolen. Pretty much any of the above there. I'm on Discord. Technically, I have numbers at the end of it. I think it's like 6466 or something. I don't know.
5352.
0450. And
5159 for me?
I think
646. If you have Discord Nitro, you can actually change that number.
Yeah, but that's going to require another subscription that I ain't
I was going to say it is a subscription thing, but
yeah, I'm square.
If you have it,
I'm square on all that, not for 4 numbers at the end of my username. But anyway,
now, speaking of also other people on other podcasts on this,
we're going to hit 2 hours at this rate. Go ahead.
You always got to remember one thing here on Life is Like a Game Show. Because the month of March is coming, as was alluded to by Brian earlier. Make sure you have your bracket builders spayed and neutered. Because
this is the longest
bracket after this Game Show marathon business
segments. You guys know that, right?
Oh, yeah. I feel bad for Eric having to put the chapter marks on this bitch.
No, well chapter marks for something like this? What are you talking about?
We ain't
The day we have defined segments like on other shows is the day chapter marks will be on these episodes.
So I don't think you can define segments on this show due to the different variations of the shows that we cover. But all right, for JTN 2002, Jonathan Nielsen, for the Andesian, Brian Espinoza, the Squid Sports Head, and your DSDO, Eric Watkins, I'm the voice of reason, allegedly. My name is Harry Broadhurst. You have been listening to Life is Like a Game Show, a presentation of the W2M Network. Play the clip.
Play the clip.
Now we're doing a word game here. Yes. It seems appropriate that you do a poem about words, about the meanings of words.
Turn it up.
Yes. The opposite of pro is con. That fact is clearly seen. If progress means move forward, then what does Congress mean?
Means you're watching this gaggle of people on this podcast. Good night.
And we said we weren't working political on here.